So, dear students, let us continue with some basic commands. So, here, next command which we are going to study is move command, MV. So, MV is short form of the move, is a Unix command that moves one or more files or directories from one place to another place. If both, so the move command basically it is used to move the files or directory from one place to another place, and some other applications are also there, which we'll see in the coming slides. If both file names are on the same file system, so this results in a single file rename. Otherwise, the file content is copied to the new location and the old file is removed. For example, move file, my new file name. So suppose I have some contents in my file. I want to rename the my file name to my new file name based on our application and requirements. So I can use move my file, my new file name. So it renames the my file to my new file name. So move my file, my file. So what it will do? It will move the my file from the current directory to user's home directory. From current directory, it will move the my file name to the user's home directory. Move my file subdirectory my file. So this command what it does, it moves the my file to subdirectory my file relative to the current directory. So this is what it happens. Next command which we are going to study is rm. So rm stands for remove here. So rm command is used to remove objects such as files, directories, symbolic links, and so on. For example, let us see rm option. So this is the syntax file. So ls a.txt, b.txt, c.txt, d.txt, e.txt. So as we know that ls command it is used to display the different files and directories in the current directory. So currently the suppose we are working in the current directory in which these are the 5 files we have. I want to remove some files, then I can type rma.txt. If you type rma.txt, so this file will be removed, and let us check whether this file is removed or not. So we can use the command again ls. So ls it will display the remaining files present in the current directory. So remaining files present in the current directory p.txt, c.txt, d.txt, and e.txt. Removing more than one file at a time. rm, we can also remove more than one files at a time from the current directory. So for that we can use the command rm b.txt, c.txt. So once you type this and press enter, then both b.txt and c.txt will be removed, and a.txt are already removed. So let us check the uh, 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 contents of the current directory. So contents of the current directory we can check using again the ls command. So ls is d.txt and e.txt. Next is cp command, copy. So cp stands for copy. This command is used to copy files or group of files or directory. It creates an exact image of a file on a disk with different file names. So cp command requires at least 2 file names in its arguments. So it creates a copy, exact copy of a file in the current directory. Now see here, the different syntax we have: cp option source destination, or cp option source directory, or cp option source 1, source 2, source 3, source n directory. So in this one, CP, that the source will be uh, the original file name. You want to create a copy of the source, so you can write at the destination file name. Again, you want to copy the file in a directory, then you can write here directory name. Suppose more than one files you want to put in the directory, you can put it. Let us see example. Suppose we have ls a.txt. You want to create a copy of a.txt. So cp a.txt to b.txt. Now you can see that ls. So here a b.txt file is created. So a.txt b.txt. Again ls a.txt b.txt you want to put it to a directory called new. So initially new is empty. Now ls new. Then cp a.txt b.txt to new. So if you want to check the ls new, then the copy of a.txt and b.txt are put into the new. So here you can see that new is an empty file. Now once you press this, once you execute this command cp a.txt and b.txt, both the files are created in the directory called new. Next is word count. Word count, short of the word count, is a command in Unix and Unix like operating systems. So it is used to count the words in the Unix operating system. So the program reads either standard input or list of files and generates one or more of the following statistics: new line count, word count, and byte count. So three information it gives: new line count, word count, and byte count. So suppose if a list of files is provided, both individual files and total statistics it also follow. Now suppose we have two files, foo and bar. We want to see the number of lines, number of words, and number of bytes present in both the files individually and total. So we can use the command wc foo bar. So here corresponding to foo has the 40 lines and 149 words and 947 bytes and the file name foo. Similarly, bar has 2294 lines, 16,638 words and 97,724 bytes. So both together you can see that 2334 lines, 16,787 bytes and 98,671 total bytes under the total. So next command is od command. So od command in Linux is used to convert the content of input in different formats with octal format as the default format. Suppose you want to convert the contents of a file from one format to another format, like you want to convert the word or character into octal format, hexadecimal, decimal, binary, then we can use the od command. So syntax is od option 5. Now od b minus b input txt. Suppose in input we have a different contents: 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, and 105. So we can see the contents of input using the cat command, cat input.txt, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. Now we want to convert these contents into octal form, so we can use the command od minus b input.txt.